Hello everyone, it's me Void again, and today I'm going to be explaining more things about the server. So I am, of course, talking about the Fatal universe, Fatal SMP. Okay. Before I even go on, every time I have an encounter with someone, I always tell them, Fatal. That word Fatal. I originally came up with it for a scripted universe, just like Parrot, but we are not copying Parrot. We are making a complete original story, and the name of it was Fatal. And I decided for my actual server, which is not which is unscripted, that I would also name it Unfatal. I mean Fatal. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, so yes, with that out of the way. So before we get into any of the rules and dates about events and when the server will be up, I want to clear one thing. So basically, in the back of my mind, I heard somewhere that a Minecraft world holds up to 8 players, but with a command, you can bring that amount up to 40. So I thought nothing of it. I thought we can have our 10 members, which I already have my 5 player team, and I'll explain to you who they are. Um, we only need like 2 more members, and the server is locked for the season, and no one else can join. There's only gonna be 10 members, 2 teams, each team a team of 5. That was the way. So yeah, so uh, I randomly had this thought, like, what if this doesn't work and we can't have all 10 members? I went to ChatGPT and asked it on Minecraft Bedrock Edition if more than 8 players could join a world with a command. It said no. And it kept on saying no the more I asked if it was sure. So I was like, maybe ChatGPT is making mistakes. So I went to YouTube, looked it up. I found a tutorial how to do it. I went back to ChatGPT, told it that there was a tutorial, and then still said no. Then I did it myself, and I told it that I was able to do it. Of course, I didn't have the 8 members on the world, or 9 or whatever. And I told it, and it said to me, even though I'm able to run that command, it doesn't mean that I can actually have the full 10 members on there. That there's like a player world cap, that like normal player worlds, like I'm in right now, are don't allow more than 8 players. I'm not sure if this is real. If it is, I came with something. So originally the server was going to be ran on Dietrix's spare computer. I was just going to run the server, and when we decide who would be in the server, Dietrix would friend the players who would be invited, and the server would be up 24/7. We wouldn't turn off the computer or the world, right? So now I don't know if this will work when we launch the server and players can join. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't, and not everyone's able to get on, we'll switch the server. So yeah, and even if all the members do join, there might be lag, right, on the server. Not because our like we have good Wi-Fi. Like, well, now I have good Wi-Fi, but even though I do, like, it might not run smoothly because it's just a Minecraft world, right? So I do have a realm that I pay for, right? And it's Blade's Edge, that server that I like to play on. So I'll temporarily take that server down and host the Fatal SMP so that we can all play it, and maybe it'll be like very less laggy. And I checked, and on Realms you can have 10 members. So yeah, we'll probably do Realms if the single player world doesn't work. This is, I know, boring, but you're going to need information if you want to join a server. So yeah, also you're going to need the rules, because if you disobey the rules, you will probably get banned. So here we go. First rule is I'm not able to find a border mod for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. They just don't work. So I'm expecting the players. See, the reason I'm making this server is that I can make YouTube videos. Like, if you join a server, a public server, it is destroyed anarchy. I want anarchy, but I want it to be, how should I say, organized. Uh, organized anarchy. That's how I'd phrase it, okay? 10 members who want to just make YouTube channels. Now, there's like 2 members who are not actually on YouTube, but I'm going to let them slip in, you know. But anyway, so yeah, the first rule is no, the what you're, okay, I'm so sorry. So, if you look at the top left of your screen and you turn on coordinates, you can see your coordinates, right? So, you're not allowed to leave the perimeter of 10,000, 10,000. Okay? So, you can go like, Jesus, I'm so sorry. You can go like 10,000 that way, 10,000 that way, right? And then that's it. Then you're not allowed to leave that. If you leave that, you get permanently banned. So that's the border. And yes, it's like that for the nether and the end. There isn't an actual border. I'm expecting you to listen to that rule or you'll be banned and you will not be invited for season 2. Okay. Now, the border rules out of the way. the mace rules. There's only one mace allowed on the server. Again, I was not able to find a mod to make that actually work, at least on Dietrix's computer, right? And anyway, so when the first player obtains the mace, he will let everyone know in the Discord that he's gotten the mace, and no one else will get the mace. If you do get them, like, again, it's not a mod, so there's actually nothing stopping you from getting another mace and using it. Again, I'm expecting you to listen to the rule, because when the first person gets the mace, that's it. You cannot get it, okay? So, yes, so if you do get another mace, even though someone has already gotten the first one, you'll be banned, and you will not be invited for Season 2. Okay. So, and some of you might be like, well, how the heck do I get the mace if someone else gets it before me? There's two ways. One of the other rules is that the player with the mace must hold it at all times. He's not allowed to chest it or just to regularly throw it away or chest it, okay? It must be kept in his inventory at all times, okay? At all times. So, in order to get the mace, you'll have to get it from the player if he like dies and you can collect his gear, or if you kill him and you can take the mace for yourself, okay? So with that out of the way, the server, a lot of people are like, Void, when will the server be up? I'm telling them that once we get the full 10 members, I'll release it in the Discord the date when the server will be up. So again, so yeah, with that out of the way, what else? What else? We gotta also, when the server's up, you're going to want to pay attention to Discord a lot, because the end, see, the whole point of my server, if you want to win, you win the seasons, okay? It's whoever gets the fame per season, right? So let's say our two teams, there's only two teams, each team contains 5 people and 1 leader. Every team will choose who their leader will be, right? For my team, I'm the leader of my team, and someone else will be the leader of their team, okay? So, and the leader of the team will always be holding the dragon egg. It's like the mace. He's not allowed to chest it or chest it. He will always have to carry it on him, and that's what creates like war in the server. Each team will want to have the dragon egg, because whichever team gets the dragon egg before the season ends, which each season is 6 months. So when 6 months of one season ends, the last team with the egg will be crowned the winners of like season 1, season 2, so on. So yes, so that's why the end is very important. This server is meant for YouTubers basically only. But again, there's a few people who are not YouTubers, but it's okay. So yeah, that's why the end fight is going to be very important. It's like a big video for creators that they can make on their channel. People are literally creating channels just to join the server. So yeah, that's why it's very important that we all listen to the end rule. Now, I don't have a mod to make the end portals physically stop working when a player tries to go in. So I'll release a date in the Discord when the end is allowed to be entered on the dot of the time. Everyone can discuss their like time zones and stuff. We can get all ready for everyone, right? And at the Pacific time, players can hop in the end portals and fight for the dragon egg, okay? So yeah. Now, to move on, right? Move on. Some players are like, okay, I'm gonna join his server, right, and like make that simple duplicator and duplicate myself like 1,000 diamonds, right? Okay, well, I'm not kidding. Bans will be handed out like candy if you do not follow the rules. So, for one, some players have exploits that they think is just normal day Minecraft, right? So let me explain. So there's no cheating or duplicating allowed in the server, okay? So, and I'll give you examples. Cheating, as in you're installing a hack client, or finding a way to gain up and giving yourself creative mode and giving yourself items. You'll be kicked off the server if you do these things. Then there are like game exploits, okay? There are like game exploits. One, like a game exploit can be duplicating, or it can be using X-ray with a glass block to look through water, okay? Now, the difference between duplicating and this glass block glitch here is that one of them will destroy your server and the other won't, okay? Duplicating, of course, is not allowed, but then the like more harmless exploits like this glass, like you can see, I can see through my player skin with glass, and it gives me like X-ray and water. That's not too harmful, okay? And if you want to use a random exploit and you think it might be a little too much pushing it, just come tell it to me and I'll tell you if it's allowed on a server or not. Yeah, so like little things like this, that's allowed, but like duplicating 1,000 netherite blocks isn't, okay? So with that out of the way, also on my server, only diamond gear is allowed, no netherite. So there'll only be diamond gear allowed, and there's an enchantment that's not allowed. That enchantment is sword and story, because this server is about like PvP. And if you ever battled someone with Thorns 3, you'll instantly notice that you never want to play with that person again. Okay, you don't want to crit someone who's got Thorns 3. It sucks and it's not PvP. Okay, so yes, that's a enchantment banned off the server unless like Thorns 3 is being used in a farm. Like that's okay, but you cannot put it on your gear. Okay, and wear it. Again, there's no netherite. You can have fully enchanted diamond gear without Thorns 3. That's what I'm saying. Now, because there's only diamond gear allowed, doesn't mean that there's not netherite tools allowed. You can have every netherite tool that you want, except for axes and swords. You can have a netherite shovel and a netherite hoe or netherite pickaxe. Just no, netherite swords or axes. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Oh, is that everything? Like, have I cleared everything? Now some of you, for the players playing on join this server, it's like Lifesteal, okay? It's an unforgiving server that will slaughter any player the first chance it gets, okay? So just so you all know, before you join the server will have griefing of bases or robbery. They'll rob you, kill you for your stuff, take everything you own. Pets will die. There is no rules on this server except for the rules I've stated. This is completely kill to win, okay? Player with the dragon egg wins. That's the rule, okay? Again, no duplicating, no cheating. And if you are found to break these rules, you will be banned off the server and kicked off of the Fatal SMP, and you will not be invited to Season 2 or Season 3. So I think that's all the rules, right? I think that's about everything, right? So yes, there's a few more rules I forgot to mention. There's a lot of people who want to join the server who will unfortunately not be able to join because the max amount of players have been reached for the season. Okay, we actually need 2 more members. Okay, just 2 more. This is server on Bedrock Edition, so we only need 2 more members. Okay, and I'll approve them. Like you cannot take it among yourself to approve yourself. Okay, so just for anyone planning on doing that, you cannot do that. Okay, because you joined the DC doesn't mean you're in. Most of the players in the DC right now are in. Okay, so yeah. So basically, because there's such like players want to actually join and do stuff. If you don't log, like, I'm not saying like you have to play every day, okay? Like maybe 3 days a week, okay? Like just for like an hour, okay? Like I don't know, maybe spend like 4 hours a week, okay? Because a lot there's like players who want to do stuff on here. There's a big events, and like I don't want to. The reason I'm making this video is so that I have YouTube videos to make about this server, okay? I made this server so that I have a reason to like upload videos about the server. If if Joe's on at spawn with like no gear and I have like fully maxed out diamond because I've been playing, it's not an entertaining video. But if there's a 5v5 in the middle of spawn and everyone's got like diamond gear and strength pots, then it's a cool video. I expect players. I don't want like new players who like will not get diamond gear. I want players that can make villager halls and get enchantments and actually be a challenge for the video. And if I feel like you weren't good in the season, you might not get an invite this season. So make sure to play a lot, okay? Also, the Discord is meant for our teams, so there's only 2 teams, and I'll explain my who my team is. So on my team, I have me, of course. Each team has 5 people, and I have me, so Void, Dead Sky, which is one of my friends, Dietrix, Cosmic, and Carlo. Okay, so I have a team of 5 members. So I'm the leader of my team, meaning I have the responsibility of holding a dragon egg no matter what. Also, let me just bring up, some of the members who are actually on the second team are really good, and I'm not saying anything, but like Dead Sky, right? For example, he, he's don't get me wrong, he's good at PvP. I don't know, but I just don't know if he can beat these people. He's like better at like strategy and trapping, like and other things like that. He's very good at those things. Okay, I'm not trying to say he's a bad Minecraft player. He's very good. I'm just saying he might not be able to outskill these people in PvP. I'm sure I'm the deadliest player on the server, right? But so yeah, that's Dead Sky. But Dead Sky's really good. But the server is mainly about PvP. So Dead Sky, Dead Sky on our team he's still really good. It's just like he might not be able to help us too much with the actual PvP, but I'm sure he can help. Then Carlo, Carlo's good at PvP again, but I don't know if he can actually match the power of the people that we'll be facing in this tournament, right? So it's basically for the PvP, it's basically me, Cosmic, and Nitrix against these very good players. I have players saying they're good at the mace, like good at PvP and stuff. So it might be a little hard for me and Cosmic, Nitrix, and Dead Sky and Carlo to win, right? But we'll do everything that we possibly can to win the season, okay? And Dead Sky and Carlo are very good teammates, don't get me wrong. So with that all out of the way, again, the Discord is meant for both the teams, for teams to discuss when joining, and like discussions of events for videos, right, on the server. So yeah, those are my 5 teammates now. I'm not too sure. There's one more team. There's only like 3 members on the team right now, so we only need like 2 more members for their team, and then we can probably start the server. So that's about everything I think I had for this video. That's just more in depth of what the server is going to be. And for season 1, it's pretty dry. I would say there's not like modded weapons, like cool. Like I don't like it when it's too modded, like weapons. But like some cool mod, like maybe a mod for mace that would make it so that the mace is when it grounds someone on the ground, it makes that big ring of damage. It could maybe bigger, like things like that. Cool like enchanted items. That would be cool. Like only like these legendary mythical items that there are only like one of on the server. Maybe season 2 or season 3. Right now, like I'm looking at mods for like Minecraft Bedrock Edition, and like 0% of them are working. Okay, and I know how to install mods. I've done it before. Okay, but like a ton of them are not working. And I was trying to host this server on Aternos, and I'm not even able to install mods on there because it just sucks there. So I had to abandon that. Then I had Diatrix on a spare computer, and the mods are just barely working, and everything's just like. But I'm holding all of it together, so I think the realm might have to save us if the player world doesn't work. But that's about it for this video. I'm sorry it was so boring, but it's just the rules of the server. Okay, so I guess I'll see you on the next one. Yeah, maybe I'll be talking about when the server will be up. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to all my friends, people on my homepage, and Dead Sky and Carlo. They make awesome videos. I actually want to thank Carlo. He actually made a cool edit of me and Cosmic and Diatrix. It was very cool. Dead Sky also, he does like he also made an edit of us too, which was pretty cool. So yeah, okay, bye.